So imagine an illegal alien dressed up like a federal agent and then trying to interfere with an ICE arrest.
Okay. The whole pretend cop act ended, though, in handcuffs, the real kind. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has this wild story. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mark and Charla. The moral of the story, don't pretend to be a federal agent.
They take some, I think we call it cojones, to do that.
On January 8, 2026, Jaime Ernesto Alvarez Gonzalez rolled his tricked-out truck through a San Diego neighborhood and zeroed in on a federal agent running a live ICE operation.
He screamed obscenities at them, told them to leave San Diego. He had been following the agent, one of the agents, across the surface streets.
Yet, according to Assistant U.S. Attorney Sid Danich, the guy hurling obscenities at the officer looked like one himself.
It was the nature of the truck.
Handcuffs dangling from the rearview mirror, communication antennas fixed to the roof, and a light bar pressed against the windshield. All typical of an unmarked unit.
3 additional vehicles that showed up, and our defendant was talking to another individual and claimed that he brought in reinforcements, and these 3 vehicles chased these officers down the highway.
The operation blown, the agents forced out, but they'd be back. And this time, for Alvarez Gonzalez.
Get illegally in the United States, and you're approaching ICE agents and cursing them out. I mean, think about that.
The 53-year-old is a Mexican national who authorities say overstayed a tourist visa in 2008. But the visa violation didn't shock officials. It's the lineup of agencies he was pretending to be.
It was like Interpol, Mexico sheriff, just everything you can think of. He had it all.
FBI ID, police lights on his Tesla, and his favorite costume of all, Border Patrol.
There's a Border Patrol hat, a CBP no trespassing sign that he had for some reason, in addition to taking a picture in front of a Border Patrol vehicle at some point. I think he has some sort of fake badge that he's brandishing at that moment too.
But there was one phony license plate that told prosecutors they weren't exactly dealing with the criminal mastermind.
The front of his sign literally said federal truck. If you're gonna do this, maybe spell federal truck properly.
And while the typo might get a laugh, the charges that Alvarez Gonzalez pleaded guilty to on April 28th are no laughing matter. Illegally possessing firearms and impersonating a federal officer.
Hopefully this is at least some message that you can't mess with federal agents.
Mark, Charla, I'm sure you'll be shocked to learn that the man who lied about being a Border Patrol agent also lied on federal ATF forms to buy guns, claiming he was a U.S. citizen. Those firearm charges are what ultimately landed him in detention as the case moved forward. Now, sentencing for Jaime Ernesto Alvarez Gonzalez is set for July 17th. He'll serve his prison time and then deportation.
Yeah, impersonating a federal agent and having illegal guns, I would hope would get you deported.
One would hope.
So yes, all right, good stuff. Thanks, Jason.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.